this point, that tension has been smoothed over?
Well, what I can tell you is that I had a very constructive visit. I received a warm welcome and had very substantive series of meetings. We had substantive conversations about the global economy, developments in our own economies, financial markets, and a list of concerns that each of us brought to the table that we agreed to follow up on over time.
Understood. The U.S. ambassador to China, Nick Burns, told me just last month that 4 or 5 different American companies had been experiencing intimidation at the hand of Chinese authorities, and he pointed towards an espionage law that had recently been rolled out. Did you get assurances that American firms won't be intimidated?
Well, that certainly is one of the concerns that I expressed. I had the chance to meet with American businesses and to hear about their concerns, but and certainly in my meetings, that is a concern that I raised. It's something that we will have further conversations about and try to address over time.
The administration has taken some targeted national security-focused measures that do impact trade and the economy, including some restrictions on high-end technology sales. The administration is reportedly also considering restrictions on computer chips related to artificial technology and cloud computing. Do you have a sense of what the retaliation will be from China when the U.S. does this?
Well, an objective of my trip was to explain that national security is something that we can't compromise about and we will protect. And we will do so even if it harms our own narrow economic interests. But that when we take such actions, which do have an effect on the Chinese economy, that we will make sure that they are transparent, narrowly targeted, and well explained. And this is a point that I tried to make in my conversations with Chinese counterparts. I would point out that the Chinese also protect their own national security through export controls and other similar devices, including controls on outbound investment. I explained that President Biden is examining potential controls on outbound investment in certain very narrow high technology areas, and that if we go forward with these, that they will be indeed very narrowly targeted and should not be something that will have a significant impact on the investment climate between our two countries.
You're talking there, I think, about the long-delayed executive order that would put some restrictions on what American companies can do when it comes to investing in China. Is that still in question?
That's right.
Did you hear anything in your meetings that would make you tweak it, change it, pull back from it?
Well, mainly I tried to explain what it is that we're contemplating. It's still something being discussed in the administration, and the timing of it is not yet certain.
Does that mean there's a chance that the Biden administration will drop it, that they won't issue this executive order?
Well, no final decision has been made, but as I've said previously, this is something we're looking at very carefully.
You did mention there an action